Good afternoon and welcome to the channel. Thanks for clicking that thumbnail. Now, the reason I'm making this video today is because I made a video about 3 years ago that all of a sudden has picked up a lot of views. In a couple of weeks it received about 60,000 views, but that video was 3 years old. So I thought I'd come back and make a similar video at the View Dee Apartments, meet Brian Jacks and answer some of the questions that a lot of people put in the comments. So I'm here at a road called Nern Plub 1, which is actually Soi 53 off Sukhomvite Road. And off Nern Plub 1, Soi 26 is the Soi here that takes you up to the View Dee Apartments. So I'm going to show you where that is. Okay, the View Dee Apartments. I've made quite a few videos here in the past because I used to stay here. So I'm going to meet up with Brian Jacks, who most of you will probably be familiar with that name anyway. I've interviewed him a few times, but we're going to show you around the condo. So this is a bit of an update to the video I did a few years back. Morning, Brian.
Good morning. Good morning, David. How are you?
Morning, Brian. I'm good.
Welcome back. Nice to meet you, buddy.
Good to see you.
How's it going?
Yeah, good. You?
Yeah, fantastic.
Oh, where do you want to do this? Shall we go over?
Well, we'll go out in the garden, shall we? Near the swimming pool.
Yeah, that's great.
We did one there before, didn't we? Oh. Have a look out the back. I've just flattened all the land out there. We're going to probably end up building a little bit more.
Okay. Okay, we go over there.
The trouble is I'm getting a bit old for this building art now. So we flattened all this land out. We're going to probably put another big apartment over at that end over there. And then round the corner here, Heath, this will be the car park area around here. So we've got quite a bit more.
I'm surprised you haven't put a little putting green or a little bit of a golfing thing here, because you love your golf and you've got this space, and I'm surprised you haven't done that.
Well, people that came here 20 years ago would remember that we did have a proper golf green here, and we used to tee off from over the right here by the hedge, and then tee across to the green, which was over there by that mound. Well, all that part over there used to be a fishing lake. So and when you stood on the top of our building, which is over here, you could look over, and I called it View Dee because it was a beautiful view. It was a beautiful fishing lake, and it was absolutely stunning. You could see the mountains back at you know, in the background. It was lovely, so I called it View Dee. So that's basically it. We're going to build out here at some point in time, but as I'm getting a bit old, I'm getting a bit
Well, that's another video we're going to do after this one. We're going to talk about people that live here and don't plan to go back home.
There are loads of those, Heath. We've got 57 people in there at the moment. The place is completely full, and I would say at least 80% of them are here long term.
Yeah, it's great.
Which is quite nice.
Did you say you just did some work on the pool?
Yeah, we've completely renovated the pool. I had to have it they've done all the outside, like put new tiles on and so on, and cleaned all the inside up.
Okay, I'm here with Brian Jacks. I've made videos here before and I've introduced him before, but if you don't know, Brian Jacks he's quite well known around the area, because if you're English, you would know him growing up. If you're around my age, he used to be in a TV show called Superstars on the TV, and he also, what I'm really impressed with, that he actually took part in the Munich Olympic Games and won a bronze medal for judo.
As you know, the Munich Olympics was my third Olympics, and I was in the one after the Munich Olympics as well. So I've actually been to 4, but won the medal in Munich, as you said.
But the Munich one was quite iconic anyway, wasn't it? It was quite a famous one because of all the trouble they had at the time.
Yeah. Funnily enough, we were in the block right next door to the where they came in. You know.
Yeah.
So we were in the block really right next door. So, but I just won the medal, and my sponsors was one of the tracksuit companies. I can't mention the name, can I?
Oh,
anyway, Adidas.
They're probably out of business now. Oh, Adidas.
They invited me out to the country club, and you know, I after winning the medal, I was out there for 2 nights, just enjoying the, you know, the freedom of looking at the games from different perspectives, rather than being in the village itself. So that was quite nice.
But I mean, I know if you've seen the previous video, we might talk again about the same thing. You've probably heard some of it before, but I want to know, what made you think that this was a great idea to build this? Because you built this from scratch, didn't you? The whole View Dee Apartments.
Yeah. Funnily enough, Heath, this morning we were out on the bicycles, because I cycle every morning, and I was chatting to one of the guys that comes out with us from the apartments. There's a little group, there's 5 of us, and I was chatting, as we were going along Beach Road in Jomtien, there's quite a few plots of land there still for sale.
Yeah.
When I first came about 20 odd years ago, 26 years ago, I looked at one of the plots and was thinking of buying a plot of land on the seafront, but something in my mind told me not to do it, and I ended up, to cut a long story short, I ended up buying this plot. So I spread my money around a bit. I bought 4 or 5 plots of land just to, and one of them didn't mature, and the others did. So,
and then there's always.
Sorry,
is that your phone, Brian? How professional!
Somebody wants me. Hold on.
Is that your ringtone?
This is Bill Major. Hello, Bill. How are you? Yeah, I'm just doing a video at this current point in time. Can I phone you back? Sorry, can we cut all that?
Did you used to do that on TV? Oh, you
we
did
cut all this
stuff
stuff out.
Then, did they? Yeah.
Do you know, say you didn't have phones in those days. I had one of the very, very first telephones that you could take out of the house, and it was like a big block like that with a big handle on it, and I used to carry it around with me. Nowadays, look, there's nothing, is it? Okay.
Where were we?
I don't know, where were we?
Yeah, well, I mean, what I always say to people, the good thing about, because I lived here for 18 months when I first came here, and I didn't know anything about Thailand, and the good thing about staying here is you have so many people that have done it before you. So you get a lot of advice from people, and you learn a lot because there's so many people here, where if you came to Thailand and lived somewhere on your own and you don't know anybody, you've got to work it all out yourself, and it takes a long time. I mean, Thailand's so much different to the West, isn't it?
Yeah. On that subject, there's a very, very big community atmosphere here, because obviously there's 59 odd people staying here at the moment, and one group goes out fishing, one group goes swimming, another group goes cycling, another group play golf, and we play cards, all sorts of things on, and it's a great.
No, you don't play cards, Brian.
Well, we don't gamble, of course. Actually, I think you'll find, Heath, that the law is you can play cards, providing you don't play for money. I mean,
and you're only actually allowed to have 122 cards. Did you know that?
Yes, 2 packs.
Yeah, 2 packs of cards. One of those funny laws, isn't it, in Thailand? It's a strange one. So, yeah, okay. So we're going to show you a room in a minute. So let's talk about what people really want to know. How much is it at the moment in 2025? Is it going to cost to stay here for 1 month at this apartment?
Well, in a fully fitted apartment, which is just one room, one very large room with a bathroom and toilet, a little kitchen area, obviously the bed, television, air condition, all the bits and pieces that you need for a kitchen. That would, for 1 month, is about 6,000 baht, which is about, I don't know.
I'll put going across the screen at the bottom here. I should have the
I think
the translate.
It's about £150 a month.
Yeah. For
a single room, but if you get a room with a separate bedroom, for instance, which we've got all different units. That would be about 8,000 baht a month, which is about £200 a month.
Yeah.
But that's got everything in it. You don't need anything whatsoever. It's right down to a kettle, the whole block.
Some of the questions that on the last video I did, so you can answer some of them. One person, or a lot of people mentioned about the utility, that the price of your electric use and your water use.
Yeah, every unit here has a little cabinet outside with a lock cabinet. You open the cabinet, there's a little meter in there for the water and the electric. The electric is the lowest price of any unit, any big unit like I've got here. So I think it's about 7 baht a unit, something like that, which is quite cheap.
Yeah.
And the water's next to nothing, to be honest.
Okay.
So
and local amenities, you 7-Eleven is just, I mean, I just walked from the 7-Eleven, it was just 4 minutes. I did at the beginning of that video when I walked up the road here. That took me 4 minutes. So you've got a 7-Eleven just there, you've got a 7-Eleven around that side. Just
the other side, which is about 2-3-minute walk, there's another 7-Eleven, about 8 bars around there. There's a big market which does all the fruit, vegetables, meat and everything that the Thai people need. It's a Thai market, but it's huge. It's all undercover. That's just around the corner. The nice thing about this area is that we're out of the way of all the noise,
And that's the other thing. That's the other thing as well, because like, I mean, if you're going to live here, if you're going to live in Pattaya, it really does. It does get too much down in the city there. Even where I live in Jomtien, it's completely different to what it is here. It's a lot cheaper here. Even the bars are cheaper here, right? And the restaurants are cheaper here. So this is a good starting point if you're coming to live in Thailand, and if you don't know anything about Thailand, even if you have been here before, and before you decide on spending too much on a 2-year contract with some condo or something, you can come and stay here. Find your way around.
Yeah, try it out.
That. Okay, so
we're actually 4.6 kilometers from the beach. And it's a straight road. So once you get to the main road, which is 200 yards, you turn left, you go straight the way down. It's central Pattaya Road, right into the heart of Pattaya, and then you got the beach at the end of the road. So it's a straight road. I mean, it's lovely.
Great. Okay. All right. So we're gonna go and see one of the rooms.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. A bit dark in here.
We're going to go to room 53 at the top of the building. It's on the third. Well, this is the first level, and you've got the second level and the top level. So it's three levels basically, or 2 levels above ground. Yeah, as you can see, there's a bicycle. There's a bicycle. This is the top floor. And there's 3 or 4 bicycles on the middle floor, and 3 on the ground floor. So quite a big group of us go out cycling in the morning.
And where do you go? Mapyailia, don't you?
We go to Mapyailia Lake sometimes, and then other times we'll go right the way down into Jomtien and all the way along Jomtien Beach, and then back up the hill back here. Come down here, Keith. You'll see. Just have a quick look outside. There's a wonderful view from the outside. We'll pop in this room in a second.
Is that allowed?
Everybody supports a football team or another, don't they?
Okay. A lot of questions people asked on the other video were about these bars.
Yeah.
Can you explain about those? Because people have
basically, when I built the building, I was a little bit worried about these windows because they're not that secure. If you look at them, they're quite easy to slide open. So I put the bars on to stop people being able to get into the room. It's impossible to get into this room unless you've got a key now.
So it's nothing about the area, because some people seem to think it wasn't a safe area.
No, and if you look on the locks, there's 2 locks on each door. Remember, I built this building 20 years ago, so. And as you can see, you can have a beautiful view of Jomtien over there in the background. You can just see some of the buildings. And if you look over to the right back here to the right, they're the mountains at Sriracha. And then I built 10 rooms on each floor in the main section here. Then underneath this are 2 apartments. One of them is 220 square meters, the other one's 80 square meters. And below that are the shops. There's 4 shops. Okay. So in the main building there's 60 rooms. I cut some of them down to make double room. I'll show you one of them now. This is Dave's room. Dave's
Hi Dave.
Dave, I think you're a Londoner, aren't you, Dave?
I am, yeah.
Londoner.
Hammersmith, born and bred.
Hammersmith. Crikey, I used to teach in the school in Hammersmith.
That's
Yeah,
what,
so all the rooms are fully fitted. Dave's bought a few bits himself, which people do because he's here full time. But mainly every room is fitted in. Dave's put a few bits in, but normally we supply the fridge, microwave, and bits and pieces, and then Dave's got a big double bedroom. Look, and there's a bathroom and toilet there on the left. There's bathroom here. Look, bathroom and toilet. Yeah. Everything is as you say. It's fitted. So, these are the little balconies. Look, this is a double because he's got 2 rooms. So.
All right. Yeah.
So he's got a double balcony.
Yeah. Yeah. All good.
Yeah, and as I say, they're fully fitted.
So how much is this room? It's a double though, isn't it?
How much is this one, Dave?
8,000 a month.
8,000
a month.
Yeah.
So not bad at all. Like I say, I'll put the
This
exchange
is
rates on
68
the
square
screen.
meters.
That's good. Very good.
More than reasonable.
Yeah. You live on your own, Dave?
No, I have a girlfriend who lives here full time. She's
That's
at
it.
home at the moment.
So what do you think about if this were a first time, someone come to Thailand for the first time, say at View Dee?
It's perfect because there's a great community. You've got the swimming pool. It's a good chance to meet people, and a great host.
Yeah, a lot of
What
them
can
go.
you
A
ask?
lot of the guys like David go out on the bikes together. They go to different places.
Okay.
And as I said earlier on, some go out on the push bikes, some go out on the motorbikes. They go down to John Tiem and places like that, the beach and that together.
Okay.
It's quite great community.
It
isn't
is,
it?
absolutely.
Well, thanks
Yeah,
for letting
yeah.
us see your room, Dave. You've got
you're
it,
more
you've got
than
it looking
welcome.
quite comfortable in here.
Oh well, yeah, I'm
Very nice.
pleased with it. It's really cosy.
Okay, cheers, then.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
3 or 4 of these rooms are big double rooms like Dave's. So what I did, I knocked two into one in different places.
Yeah.
So as you can see, people have got their washing out already.
Yep.
Little washing area.
It doesn't take long to dry in this weather either.
No, it's
Oh,
good.
Can
Pretty
you tell me
quick.
there was a step there, Brian?
Oh yeah, mind a step. And that's it. We're back round where we started from. It's the back end of the swimming pool. Quite a lot of motorbikes are out today.
Another question was, can they rent a motorbike from you?
Yes, we can. We can do anything. Rent the cars, motorbikes, whatever you want. We will organise for you. Yeah, a friend of mine is coming here the day after tomorrow. In fact, I've known him since he was at school. I was his teacher at school. He's coming over to see me. We've got him organised to pick him up at the airport. He'll be here. There'll be a motorbike waiting for him here. The room's all ready for him, so it's all set up. So basically, when you book with us, you don't have to worry too much. You know, we can do
So there you go.
anything.
Like Brian would arrange you to get picked up from the airport as well. So
The great thing about that us doing it is that our taxi drivers know where we are.
right, yeah,
Whereas if you get one at the airport, Pattaya, they don't know, some of them don't even know Pattaya. It's nice to arrive at the airport and have, somebody standing there at gate number 3 with your name on it,
Yeah, it makes you feel important when you see your name on one of those cars, doesn't it? It's like,
And then you get straight into the cabin straight here. There's no hassle, no messing about, no worry about, if you can get a cab, if you can't get the bus. It's easy. So we'll organise everything for you.
okay, well, thanks for doing this video again, because it was 3 years since the last one.
Just very quickly, a couple of people have said to me about your last video, one we did 3 years ago. So it would be nice to have seen a couple of clips of me and the superstars on it. So
Okay,
perhaps you could put something on there for
okay, I'll put it.
people keep asking me how many squat thrusts I did, how many arm dips I did, and they keep asking
I'm
questions.
going to put something on the end of this one, as long as I don't get
It would be great to say
copyright
it would be great to say just watch the video.
Yeah, all right, I'll put it on the end of this, but I just got to be careful of copyright. But I'll put something on the end. It should be okay. Anyway, okay. Well, thanks for watching.
Lovely.
Wherever you are in the world, have a great week or a great weekend, and I will see you next time.
Thanks for
Take care.
coming.
All right, bye bye.
Good luck.
Is that it?
Yeah, wonderful.